There. I guess, like many people on Windows, I've been looking at File Pilot as an optional explorer for navigating your files and stuff. It is very fast. It is way faster than Windows Explorer and pretty much faster than anything I've ever tried. But there are a couple of things that really annoy me, and that's what I'm focusing on today. Number one is the lack of of a tree on the left-hand side here. So on normal Windows, you got this kind of like this tree system over here. Whereas if you know that if you click on something over here, program files, you see a little arrow that means that there's something inside there. So you can navigate inside stuff by just clicking on that thing. You know that. There's no way to do that on this File Pilot. On the left hand side you got your drives and stuff. Over here you got your recents and storage, which has a little arrow there, but that just takes you there. It doesn't go any further. So if you click on that, it doesn't give you more of a tree. And if you see the stuff over here that it displays that's inside that folder, there's no way of knowing over here whether there's subfolders within these. So you've got to go inside each of these here to see if there's subfolders, which is kind of limiting and annoying. If you see Windows system, if you click on, if I click on my temp folder, I've got these things here, and there's no way of seeing what's inside. But I can see a breakdown here. I can see in RIP Music there's something, inside Capture One there's something, so I can see which folders have subfolders within them. So that makes it really worthwhile. That's number one thing. The second thing is the preview thing. I kind of quite like the preview that has you, when you press space, it kind of brings up another little thing there. But I actually prefer the Windows system. So if I'm here and I press spacebar, it shows me a much bigger picture, and actually I can I believe I can push the down arrow to get to the next, to preview the next thing. I think it's frozen. Interesting. Oh, there we go. So if I push the down arrow now, yeah, I can navigate from file to file. You can see the selection there. So that is, so it does videos, it does PDFs, it does images. Just by pressing the down arrow, you could just navigate a whole folder full of things. I think much better than the File Pilot system, where you got that, and okay, you can go down. Can you do PSDs? No, you can't do PDF. You can't do PSDs. Can you do PDF? I don't know. Let's just go into temp. Let's see if it does PDFs. No, it doesn't. Oh, it does. It does do PDF, but it's too small to read. You can do a little zoom in there. No, what you can do is zoom somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. Control, no. Oops, there we go. There was something. No, not the space bar. Definitely not space bar. No, I don't know. Anyway, there's a bunch of things. I'm zooming in the interface there by pressing the Alt key, which is kind of nice if you want it. Yep. There's a couple of things that I really would like to see in a File Explorer type thing. One of them is one that Apple systems have had for a long time, is the ability to select files in different places. So if I've got these three files selected here, then I go into, I don't know, this one here, and I select another few files there. Then I'd have those three, or these four over here, plus the ones in the previous directory, that I could just copy to some place on another tab or wherever. There's no way to do that. The other thing that I really like, which is also existent on Apple products, is the ability to do color labels. So if I wanted to categorize my files, so these photographs over here are ready for deletion. I want to mark a whole bunch for deletion before I delete them one by one, or I want to move them somewhere else. There's a way to give them a certain color, and then you can filter out everything by a certain color and copy them or move them or organize them as you wish. So those are two sort of power features that have sorely gone missing on Windows products for a very, very, very long time. I don't know if that'll massively slow things down. Probably will, which is what you don't want. I mean, given that FilePilot is so damn fast. So that's its best asset, is it's very fast. Other than that, I don't think it's particularly above what Windows can offer.